Hey everybody, it's Naya. Welcome back to Naya vs. Smiles. Hello everybody. So today is Sunday, which means it is officially the start of the Penguin Teen Fall into Fantasy first time Readathon. So yes, this is the very first Fall into Fantasy Readathon, and I'm so excited. Today is officially the start day, and it's really strange for me because usually Readathons start like on a Monday, but today's a Sunday. So I was going to start vlogging today, but I was like, you know what? Instead, I think I'm just gonna do a TBR video sharing with you guys the books I plan on reading this week, and yeah, and just like get into it, and then maybe you guys can help me decide which one of these to read first. I'm probably gonna start one of them tonight, but I'm kind of like already a day behind, but you know what? It's fine because I love fantasy and I read fantasy faster than anything, so I feel pretty confident in this readathon because this is like my genre, you know? But yeah, so thank you so much to Penguin. They are sponsoring this video as well. So yeah, thank you so much to them. But without further ado, let's get into the books because I have a very highly ambitious TBR, and as I'm talking and looking at the pile, I'm just there are like challenges for each day. I have 7 books here that I picked out. Not all of them fall into like any of the challenges, but the overall goal, which I'm striving for, is to read 4 books total. That's like the main like thing, and then if you can get and hit any of the challenges as well, that's just kind of like brownie points. So yeah, I'm going for the main goal, but if we can get some brownie points along the way, that'll be great too. The first challenge on the Readathon list, here's the list of like all the challenges, but the first one here says to read a new series. Now I'm definitely not gonna be able to finish a whole series. Well, I just read the whole Chaos Walking series. Maybe I can if I tried, but we're not gonna try. We're just gonna read other stuff. Anyways, okay, so the first challenge is to read a new series. So I picked this book. I saw it on my shelf and I'm like, this is something that I've been wanting to read forever. It's a new series to me. First book I have on my TBR list is 3 Dark Crowns by Kendare Blake. So this book is exactly what it sounds like. It's about 3 sisters. Are they sisters or are they just like friends that are like trying to kill each other? Hold on, let me double check here before I give you guys false information. 3 sisters that are all fighting for the crown of the kingdom that they live in, the island that they live in. It just sounds like a very fast-paced, adventurous book. A few of my friends who read this said that it is the perfect book to read during a readathon because it's so fast-paced, and I love fantasy books that have to do with like sort of challenges, like magic related challenges, and there is magic in this book and there is a competition, so it checks all the boxes for me as far as fantasy goes. So the second challenge here is to read a book that's been on your TBR for way too long. Now literally as soon as I read this, I knew which book I was gonna choose, and I think this is gonna make a lot of you guys really happy because this is probably one of the most recommended fantasy books that you guys always comment and are like, when are you gonna read the series? And I have the whole box set too, so we might, I don't know, if I like it, read the other books after this readathon, we'll see. It's Mistborn by Brandon Sanderson. This would be my very first Brandon Sanderson book. I tried starting this book a little while back ago, so I have a page dog-eared. I think I got like 100, oh wow, I got pretty far into it. So I got 100 pages into it. I don't know why I stopped. I think it was just because of school. I'm gonna have to start from the beginning because it's been so long. But yeah, this book is about this fantasy world, high fantasy world, where there's these people that can consume different types of metal and then get power from that metal, which sounds so cool. Like I said, I read the beginning of it, so I think it's like they consume like the powder version of different precious metals or something like that. I don't know. I remember really enjoying it, but just never continuing with it. A lot of you guys said that the audiobook is really good as well, so I'm gonna see if they have it on Scribd, and if they do, it'll be an awesome audiobook to audiobook. Next challenge on here is to read an LGBTQ fantasy book, and for this one I chose a book that I had received in the book haul that I did from Penguin Teen. This was the book about our main character who is a shapeshifter and meets someone else who's a shapeshifter and realizes that she can shift into people, not just animals and objects and stuff like that, and she has to go on this journey. And instead of just being disguised as a boy, she ends up shapeshifting entirely into a boy and having to live and survive as a completely different gender in this book. So it sounds really cool, and I'm really excited. I love books that have to do with shapeshifting. It's been so long. I think the last time I read about shapeshifting was in the Sarah J. Maas's series, one of her series, I don't know. The next challenge, I'm not doing all the challenges. I kind of skipped some of them because like I said, I doubt I'll be able to get and read and hit all the challenges. The next one I'm aiming for is to read a book with multiple POVs. Now, I chose this book here, and I hope I'm right because I think it's told from multiple POVs, and this is one that, again, you guys, I feel like will be really happy because I said that I was gonna skip reading this book and just skip to the last book in Sarah J. Maas's series, but you guys were like, no, you have to read Tower of Dawn. You can't skip it, Naya. So I'm like, oh my god, okay, I'm gonna read it. What better time to read a fantasy book than during a fantasy readathon? The next book I have here is Tower of Dawn. It is the novella slash not a novella slash a prequel sequel in the series from the Grown Up Glass series. This, I can't even really explain this unless you've read the series, because this is what, like the 5th or 6th books in it. This one I do have the audiobook for as well, so if any of you listen to the audiobook of this one, let me know if it's good, and then I will jump on the audiobook, or maybe just go back and forth, I don't know. But this is a big one. This is the one that I'm scared even more than Mistborn to see if I'll be able to get through. But if it's as good as you guys say it is, then I think I'll be able to fly through it. And also, I miss Sarah J. Maas's world. Maybe I just might even dive into Kingdom of Ash directly after reading this. I don't know. I can't. I'm a mood reader. You guys know this, so we'll see what happens. The next 2 challenges is to read a new fantasy book and then read a sequel to a book. Now, for this one, I am choosing the book that I'm actually going to be hosting a buddy read for. So like I said in my previous announcement video, all the hosts were matched up with different authors for this readathon, and I was matched up with Tochi, so I'll be reading his books, Beast Made of Night and Crown of Thunder. So this will count as a new book and then the sequel to that book. The official buddy read day is the 21st, so that's when I'll be starting to read these 2 books. So if you want to join, like, come join. But this book here, if you guys remember, is about this fantasy world where there are people that can like take the sin out of other people and kind of turn it into a beast or a creature that then these other people come and slay. But the catch is that the people that are trained to kill these sin beast thing then take on the sin and the guilt and the memory as well of whatever the sin was that the person committed. So it sounds really crazy, and I did not read the synopsis for the 2nd book because I have not read the 1st one yet and I don't want to spoil myself. Okay, and the last book that I have on here that I think this is the one I'm gonna start tonight. This is one that I recently hauled and I was like flipping out over it. It doesn't come out till May of next year, so I apologize if I end up loving this book and then you guys can't get it until like May of next year. This one is a dark fantasy book by my favorite author, and I'm not gonna fangirl again because I think I spent like a good 5 minutes talking about this book in my book haul video. Middle Game by Sheena McGuire. This is her newest book. It is a dark fantasy book. It has to do with 3 kids that have this power, and I'm gonna read the back again because I think this like sums up the book, or like the synopsis, pretty well. Not exactly human, not entirely gods, not yet. That line just is what's making me want to read it tonight. I'm gonna start this book. I'm so excited. Sheena McGuire's books get pretty dark, at least the way her children's series does, so I'm excited about this one, and I'm just in the mood for her her writing style is so unique. And I'm like rambling about her again, but anyways, yeah, this is the last book. It doesn't tick off any of the challenges, I don't think. I guess it could technically fall under like the new series, or this is a standalone, so it can't fall under that one. There's a new book challenge, I'm pretty sure, so I guess this can fall under that one. This one is like close to 600 pages, so maybe it's good that I start this one first because this is like, I think, the biggest one out of all of them next to Tower of Dawn. But yes, that is my TBR for this week. I'm so excited. I'm gonna be filming the entire week to keep you guys updated. So the next video you should see from me will hopefully be on Saturday, and it'll be my full, super long, probably like 2-hour vlog of me reading this whole week. Yeah, let me know if you're gonna be participating, and if so, what your TBR is, if you're reading any of these same books. Thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time, keep reading, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye!